Dooku and all them, he realizes that the Jedi were like a military force, and they were fighting, and Jedi were getting killed, and they were just like kind of like troops. And he's like, man, that left a bad taste in Dooku's mouth. It was so not what the Order should be about, while they're also like denying him to study this other stuff. So he didn't like that already. Sifo Dyas as well. And Plagueis is like, look, man, and it's cool. He appears like just a big old, he's just like some billionaire guy who cares about the country, who cares about the Republic, right? And he's just like, look, we're going to have to figure out a way to defend this thing, because since the Ruusan Reformation has been demilitarized, the Republic, he's like, I can tell there's so many disturbances in the economy, right? There's so many disturbances in the Force that Dooku and them, and Mune's bankers are like, look, man, it seems like this is some trying times. And so he tells them, why don't we go, we can set up a place. And he's about to say, it's Plagueis. Plagueis is about to, is Plagueis or Palpatine? One of them is about to say Kamino by name. He's like, we got cloners on Kamino. So he's about to say it, and he can't. He literally just gets shut up. Yeah, his voice gets cut off, and I'm like, that's crazy, though, because that's important for the understanding the metaphysics of Star Wars universe. The dark side itself stopped him from speaking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the dark side said this is not the time for this to be revealed.
Yeah, because it wasn't like Palpatine doing it to him or vice versa. I don't think.
No, it was it seemed like it was a third. Like we don't really know what it was. It just cut him off.
I feel like if it was Palpatine,
I feel like they
choking him, shutting him up, then that would have won. Plagueis wouldn't play that. And
I feel like he would have felt the
the presence of him.
It does seem like whenever Force users interact,
especially Sith with each other.
Exactly, like and really it's not just Sith, because the Jedi can sense when Dooku's there, or, Vader can sense when Obi-Wan's there. So I feel like if a Force user can tell somewhat who the presence is that's entering their like body or mind. So the fact that there wasn't any kind of a presence, I feel like it could either be Palpatine having hidden his ability, or
I know, which is crazy.
Be the dark side.
But you could also, just an easier way of thinking about how the book describes Palpatine, it's like a guy possessed by a devil. It's like, so he has thoughts and abilities and actions, and then something can just snap and do things, like, so some paranormal forces on top of this being. It's like, so maybe the actual dark side entity, which was in Palpatine, whatever you want to say, it's doing its own things. Maybe that literally choked out Plagueis, and that's why it's not. He's not sensing Palpatine doing it. It's not really him doing it. It's the Force.